under these sort of like really terrible dictatorships, right, probably at the end of the day don't want to be living under them. But the thing is, America isn't actually making an active step into those regions. We are basically just killing their civilians as like, even if we're killing like some members of ISIS or some members of like Al-Qaeda with drones, right? We're just killing as many civilians. So of course they don't like America because we're not helping them. We're not providing humanitarian aid. We're not providing military aid, really. We're just sort of like sitting in the sky watching and then waiting and firing a missile. Of course they hate us, right? Why don't we commit that we actually prove that we care to some degree? Wow, Mr. Thornsberry.
I'm just testing your powers of concentration.
Yeah, I actually have,
good job.
Thanks. I actually have another question, which is the fact that you brought up the thing about America like being the quote unquote like world police. I don't see like what your issue is with bigger countries attempting to help out little countries if it makes like even just political sense for both countries. There's no reason that we have to use like a term like world police as a negative thing. Why couldn't they be trying to help?
That bigger countries should aid countries, especially when they're allies. But the difference is the U.S. goes to war like every 15 to 20 years, approximately. Like that is way too often for a country. We're barely out of war by the time we start the next one. Also, it's not that we're just, the problem is, as you just stated, they hate us. They don't want us there. They don't want our help. So the difference is, do we help people who want our help? And that's fine. But helping people who don't want our help seems counterproductive.
Isn't it true, like I've already mentioned though, that they do technically want our help, it's just that we're not actually helping them right now. We're sort of just looking down on them. Both figuratively and literally. I mean, we are a more powerful country, so we're sort of looking down on them because they're weaker. But we are literally looking down on them with drones. So.
Okay, that will be the last question. Now closing statements. 1 minute.
There was no answer really, but okay.
That's all right.
It didn't sound like a question.
We gotta cut it.
It was a question. It was a question. It said, isn't it true that?
No, it is not true. Done. Answered.
Okay.
You don't lie though.
Now, Owen, go when you're ready.
All right. So as I've already covered, I think it's important for us to, I'm pro on a resolution committing U.S. troops to fight ISIL in the best interest of the U.S. For the reasoning that we need to make a claim on Middle Eastern politics right now, and if we let IS get out of control, then we're going to lose a lot of maybe potential allies, and we're also sort of just going to watch as the region gets stabilized. Also, right now we're not actually committing ground troops, we're committing drones, which I've already have mentioned are pretty inaccurate, and are sort of creating this negative image that people are bringing up of America and the West in general in the Middle East. Also, we're going to be completely inconsistent in our message if we don't actually send over troops, because basically, as already been discussed, we are sort of just looking down on people, firing missiles at them, and not actively committing to the war on terror, which we already claimed we would, and we already have committed troops to, so we should do it again. Boom, I'm done.
Okay.
That was a roller coaster. I don't even know what's happening.
Ready when you
Okay. So I am arguing that committing U.S. troops to fight ISIS is not in the best interest of the U.S. for many reasons. So it costs way too much money, as in we don't have the money to spend. All of our trillions of our dollars are actually borrowed; they're not actually ours. Also, there's human costs, literally, as in people who actually died at war and people who come back from war who aren't the same. And clearly, that we shouldn't be committing our troops, because what we're doing right now, we're not even committing troops; we're just spending drones, which are inaccurate, and they actually kill civilians. Also, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Troops there who will fight them for us.
Oh, also, the country that we're supposed to be fighting for is actually fighting against us. They don't want our help, and part of the reason why ISIS is rebelling is because they don't want their region in